My aunt moved me across the country while my mom was in a coma, insisting she was giving me a better life. Imagine waking up to the news that your mom is in a coma, fighting for her life. Now, imagine the person who volunteers to become your guardian. Your only family left turns out to be a monster who might have put her there, and is systematically trying to bleed her dry. Yeah, that was my reality at 16. I was only 16 when my world imploded. One minute I was telling my mom I got straight A's. She was so proud, heading out to grab a celebration cake. The next, a drunk driver swerved and my mom was in a coma, clinging to life after a horrific car accident. My heart shattered, but the nightmare was just beginning. Because then my Aunt Gertrude appeared like a vulture circling. Here's the kicker. She and my mom hadn't spoken in years, but suddenly she got emergency guardianship of me, immediately. She'd look at me with this chilling smile and say things like, "Don't worry, you'll have a life Sarah never could have given you." Or, "In time, you'll see it's better this way." Better what way? My mom was dying. Within a week, she yanked me 800 miles away from everything I knew, to some sprawling mansion, enrolled me in an elite prep school, and bought me a whole new wardrobe. She paraded me around, telling everyone how she'd rescued her poor niece from poverty. And honestly, I was 16, I was terrified, and I let her. I let her brag, let her tear my mother's name to shreds in front of strangers because I was just too exhausted to fight. I was numb. But then she started treating my grief like it was some kind of personal insult. Every time I tried to talk about missing my mom, about the gaping hole in my chest, she'd snap, "You're being dramatic." Or, "Dwelling on the past won't help anyone." That was it. That was the moment I snapped out of my terrified stupor. I knew deep down something had to change, not for her, but for me. So I started volunteering at the local children's hospital through my new school. Working with those kids, whose parents were battling their own sicknesses, it reminded me of who I was. It grounded me. For the first time since the accident, I felt useful, connected, instead of just being Gertrude's newest expensive trophy. And that's when everything exploded. Gertrude found out about my volunteering, and she went absolutely insane. She screamed at me, her face contorted, yelling about how it was morbid and unhealthy, how I needed to let go of my stupid clinging to my mom. But I refused. I stood my ground. So she threatened to. Full story video added in below.